and welcome. My name is Erin, and today I'm going to be sharing a chair yoga class with you. And towards the end of our session, we're going to be doing a special meditation as well. So, with the chair yoga class, all you'll need is just a regular chair. I'm using one of my kitchen chairs. It just needs to be a chair that does not have any sides to it. So, once you go ahead and get your chair, which is all you'll need besides yourself, we're going to come to our seated position, and we want to have our feet flat on the ground, so just firmly pressed into your floor, and your feet about hip width apart. We'll get started by sitting up nice and tall, having your shoulders relaxed and down your back. We'll first give attention to our breath. If you feel comfortable, you can place one hand on your chest and maybe one hand on your stomach. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we'll take 3 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Inhaling, filling up, feeling ourselves rise up a little bit here. And then as we exhale, slowly feeling the air coming out. We'll do it 2 more times, just like we did before. The inhale fills us up. Exhale, letting go. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. You can slowly open your eyes if you've closed them. Let your hands rest in your lap. Just giving yourself a minute to settle in. We'll start linking our breath with our movement. We're going to do a little neck roll here. So on an inhale, lift up your neck, bringing your shoulders down away from your ears. And then as you exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. On your next exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. Inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, slowly roll your neck all the way to the other side. On your next inhale, slowly bring your head back up to neutral. We'll do it again on the other way. So inhale, lifting your head, bringing your shoulders back. As you exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. On your next exhale, slowly bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, slowly roll your chin all the way over to your left side. And inhale brings you back up to neutral. Now we'll start with some shoulder rolls. We'll start with bringing our shoulders forward first. So inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, roll them forward. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders come up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them forward. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders come up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them forward. Now we'll do it in the reverse order, so bringing our shoulders back. Inhale, shoulders come up, and then roll them back and down. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders come up. Roll them back and down. And then I think we have 1 more. Do it 3 times. Inhale, shoulders come up, and then roll them back and down. Next, we'll start with a little bit more movement with our arms. Inhale, we'll bring our arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together and bring your hands in the middle of your chest, and then slowly drop your hands back down. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms together, bringing your hands down to the middle of your chest, and then relax them by your side. 1 more. Inhale, arms come up overhead, palms together, and slowly bring your hands down. This time we're going to inhale, bringing our arms up, and then as you exhale, cactus your arms, bending at your elbows, keeping your arms in line with your shoulders. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus through your arms here, bending at your elbows, keeping your arms at your shoulder height. 1 more time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus. And then as you exhale, go ahead and just relax your hands back down. Now we'll come to a couple of cat-cow spinal moves. So grabbing hold of either your thighs or maybe you grab hold of your knees. On your inhale, you're gonna come forward, your chest comes forward, kind of an arch in your back here as you lift your chin up towards the ceiling, gazing up. And then as you exhale, reversing, bringing your head down, shoulders come forward, round through your spine. Inhale, coming forward, chest forward, lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. A little arch in your back here. Exhale, head comes down, shoulders round forward. Let your head hang heavy, round through your spine. Inhale 1 more time, coming through, lifting up. Shoulders are back, lifting your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding through your spine, letting your head hang heavy. And then on your next inhale, coming back to your neutral spine. We'll start with some leg stretches now, working our lower half of our body. We'll start with our right leg first. And you might need to just scoot up a little bit in your chair, just adjust yourself as needed. Grabbing a hold of our right leg, we're gonna grab a hold of our shin. You could interlace your fingers or just grabbing a hold of it, one hand on top of the other. We'll start with just pointing and flexing our foot, so pointing our toes down towards the floor and then pointing them up towards the ceiling. We'll do that a couple times. Just take your time here, just noticing the muscles in your foot, in your ankle, in your leg. Continue breathing in and out through your nose. Now we'll pause, and then we'll start doing little circles with our toes. We call them ankle circles. Just making a full circle, going slow, waking up our ankle. Once you've done about 3 of these ankle circles, pause and then change the direction. So going in the opposite direction that you were before. We'll do 3 more. I think that was about 3. Now we're going to release our leg and let it come back down, and then extend out our right leg. Again, you might have to readjust yourself. Extending out our right leg, flexing through our foot here so our toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Taking your time on your next exhale, hinging from your hips, coming forward, only the amount that feels good for you. Possibly resting your left arm on your left thigh here. Breathing into this hamstring stretch. Taking one more full breath here, inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, slowly walk yourself back up and then bring your leg back in line. We'll pause here, just noticing maybe the difference between one leg and the other. Taking a couple breaths here. Now we'll move to our left leg. So again, maybe readjusting yourself, and as you inhale, bringing your left leg up, grabbing hold of it, either interlacing your fingers or just placing one hand on top of the other, whichever's more comfortable for you. We'll start with pointing and flexing our foot here, so pointing our toes down towards the floor, and then pointing our toes up towards the ceiling. Just going so slow here, noticing maybe the difference between this leg and your other leg. Now we'll pause and we'll transition to making our ankle circles, so making a circle with your toes. We'll do it about 3 times in one direction. And once you've done it 3 times, you can stop and then change the direction. Once you've completed the 3 circles in the opposite direction, we'll slowly release our leg down and then extend it out in front of us. Adjusting yourself as you need to in the chair. Extending your left leg out. Making sure you're flexing through your foot so your toes are either pointed up or even trying to bring them pointed towards yourself. On your next exhale, hinging from your hips, slowly come forward, only coming as far as it feels good for you. Maybe resting your right arm on your right leg. Breathing into this stretch here. Take one more full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, slowly bring yourself up and bringing your leg back in line. Next pose that we will be doing is called soupy rolls. So with your feet flat on the ground, you can either grab hold of your thighs or your knees, whichever is most comfortable. And we'll begin by, on an inhale, bringing our torso or chest coming forward and slowly making a small circle And as we exhale, rounding through our spine, bringing our shoulders forward. And then again, as we inhale, coming forward, shoulders come back, chest is forward. We'll do this about 3 times, just going slow. Kind of make it your own here, moving your body how it feels comfortable for you. And then as you exhale, rounding through your spine, maybe even dropping your head a little bit here. And then inhaling, coming forward. We'll pause here and then change directions. Inhale, come forward, bring your shoulders back, your chest is forward. Then as you exhale, drop your head, round through your spine, shoulders are forward. Inhale, shoulders come back, your chest is forward. Exhaling, rounding through your spine. And as you come to your last one here, coming back to your rounded spine, on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to do a forward fold now. So you have 2 options here with your forward fold. You can keep your feet about hip width apart, or you can bring them a little bit wider than hip width. On an inhale, while staying in your seat, bring your arms up, and then as you exhale, hinging from your hips, come forward slowly, and maybe your hands come to the ground, or maybe you stop halfway, letting just your hands rest on your thighs. Either one is a great option here. So whichever one is working for you, but just letting your head drop wherever you are, letting it hang a little bit. Breathing fully here, inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up halfway. So not coming all the way up, but just coming halfway up. Keeping our spine nice and elongated. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold back down. Taking a breath here. And then on your next inhale, slowly walking yourself all the way up to your seated position. Next, we're going to do some more for our lower body. So we're going to come into some lunges. So we're going to turn to the right side of our chair. So we want to have our right leg nice and supported on the chair. So we're fully supported by our right leg on this chair. And then you want to have your right foot flat on the ground and your knee right over your ankle. Now your left leg here, you can drop it down and keep your knee bent here, or if you want to go a little bit further, you can extend out your leg, tucking your toes. So whichever option is working for you today, go with that option. And always, you can use the chair for support here. Another option is on an inhale, you can lift your left arm up overhead. Maybe you stay here, or if you are wanting to, you can extend your arm a little ways back, getting a little arch through your back here. Taking a couple breaths here. next exhale, if your arm, you've lifted it, go ahead and bring it back down. Coming into a twist here, we're going to lean forward. So making sure there's no arch in our back anymore. On your next exhale, we will rotate, coming to the back of our chair. Continue breathing here in your twist. On your next exhale, slowly come out of your twist. Coming to Warrior Two pose. We're going to extend our left leg out and our toes are pointed forwards. Our right foot is in the same position it was in with our lunge. We want to have our foot flat on the ground and our knee over our ankle here. So just adjust yourself so that you're comfortable in your Warrior Two position here. You can bring your hands to your hips or bring your arms out in opposite directions. So whichever is more comfortable for you. Gazing towards your right. Breathing here in our Warrior Two pose. Making sure that we're engaging our core, letting our shoulders come back and down so they're away from our ears, and keeping our head turned but in a neutral position. On your next inhale, we'll flip our right palm up, and as you exhale, bring your arm up and back, coming to reversed warrior. Your left hand can be on your hips or your thigh, whichever is more comfortable. You should be feeling a nice stretch along the side of your body here. On your next inhale, come forward, coming to extended side angle. We'll bring our right arm to our right thigh. Option to keep your left hand on your hip and stay here, or you can extend your arm up towards the ceiling. Another option is also bringing your arm overhead so you have a nice straight line from your foot all the way to your fingers. Keep breathing here. We'll just take a couple more breaths. And then on your next inhale, coming back up to your Warrior Two. Flipping that front palm, and on your next exhale, bringing your right arm up and back, coming back to reversed warrior. On your next exhale, slowly release out of the pose and slowly bring your left leg to meet your right. We'll pause here just for a moment. Just noticing the difference between your right leg and your left leg here. Now we'll turn to do the other side. So turning all the way over to the left side of your chair and making sure you're fully supported in your chair. Again, having your left foot flat on the ground and your knee and ankle in line with each other. You have the option to keep your right leg bent here or also extending it out So whichever option works better for you. Again, using the chair for support as needed. On your next inhale, if you feel comfortable, bringing your right arm up. As you exhale, you can go a little bit further, maybe coming with a little arch in your back, bringing your right arm back a little bit more. On your next inhale, coming forward. As you exhale, releasing your hand down. Moving your body forward just a little bit here as we come to our twist, making sure there's no arch in our lower back. On your next exhale, rotate towards the back of your chair. Continue breathing here in our twist. On your next exhale, slowly unwind from your twist. We'll extend our right leg out. Toes are pointed towards the front of you. Your left foot is flat. Your knee is bent right over your ankle. Again, making sure you're fully supported in your chair. Option to keep your hands on your hips. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your arms in opposite directions, turning to your left and softly gazing over your front fingertips. On your next inhale, flip your left palm to face up, and as you exhale, bringing your arms up and back, coming to reverse warrior. Feeling the stretch along the side of our torso. And then on your next exhale, coming down, bringing your left forearm to your left thigh, coming to our side angle. So we have a nice long line from our right foot all the way to our head. You can keep your right arm here on your hip, or you're welcome to bring it up towards the ceiling, or also making a straight line here from your fingertips all the way to your right foot. So choose the option that works better for you. We'll just take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, coming back up to your warrior, flipping your front palm up, and then as you exhale, coming back to reverse warrior. And then on your next inhale, come up, and then as you exhale, slowly bring your right leg to meet your left. Pausing here, just noticing how our lower half feels now. Coming back to our soupy rolls. So either grabbing hold of your thighs or grabbing hold of your knees. On your next inhale, bring your chest forward, shoulders back. As you exhale, round through your spine. We'll do 3 of these in one direction. Remembering to breathe as you are moving your body here. Going slow. Once you've done 3, remember to change directions, going in the opposite direction. I probably have done more than 3, so I'm going to pause here. Next, we're going to come to eagle pose. So to get started with that, you might want to sit up just a little bit in your chair, just adjusting yourself as needed. We'll start with crossing our left leg onto our right. Now you can stay here, just keeping your legs crossed. If it feels comfortable, you can tuck your toe around your ankle. So just choose whichever option works for you here. On your next inhale, raise your arms up so that your forearms are right in front of you. And we're gonna cross our right arm on top of our left arm. Now you can stay here with the back of your hands touching each other if that is comfortable for you and you're already feeling a stretch in your shoulders. If you want to, you can try to bring your palms together so you're crossing your arms just a little bit more. So choose whichever option works better for you. Just do what feels good for you and your body here. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna lift our arms just a little bit so that our forearms are right in front of our face. Continue breathing here in our eagle pose. On your next exhale, slowly unwind your hands, coming out and unwinding your legs. We'll pause here and then we'll go to the other side. So right leg crossed over left leg. Again, just you have the option keeping your legs crossed just like this, or tucking your foot around your ankle. Again, we're going to bring our forearms up in front of us. This time we will cross our left arm onto our right, kind of hooking your elbows here. And an option just to keeping your arms like this so the back of your hands are touching, or wrapping your hands around each other and having your palms face. So whichever is more comfortable for you, choose the option. On your next inhale, slowly lift your arms up so that they're right in front of your face here. Continue breathing. Feeling a nice stretch across your shoulder blades here in eagle pose. On your next exhale, we're just going to slowly unwinding our arms and unwinding our legs. Coming back to our seated position. We're going to do a couple of shoulder rolls now. So inhale, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhale, dropping them back down. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders coming up. Exhale, dropping them down. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders are up towards your ears. As you exhale, drop them back and down. Now we will reverse that. So inhale, bringing your shoulders up, and exhale, rolling them forward. 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, roll them forward. Once more. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, roll them forward. Inhale, lifting our arms up overhead. As you exhale, bringing your palms together in the center of your chest, and then letting your arms fall by your side. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together in the center of your chest. Once more. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms together in the center of your chest. Now we'll start with our cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending at our elbows, cactusing our arms here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. And release your arms by your side. Coming into a little stretch for our hips here. Coming to pigeon pose. Again, adjusting yourself as needed. Sometimes it helps to scoot up just a little bit so you have a little space for your legs. We'll start with bringing our left ankle to our right knee. So on a inhale, lifting your left leg and resting your left ankle close to your right knee here. And just by doing this, you might already notice that you're feeling some sensations in your hip area. Keep your left foot flexed here and hinging from your hips. As you exhale, coming forward here over your legs, but only going as far as it feels good, keeping in mind your sensations that you're having in your hips. Some people maybe have a little bit tighter hips here, so just go with what works for you. Maintaining a nice long spine here. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, slowly walk yourself up. And then as you exhale, slowly unwind your left leg, bring it back down. Just pause, just noticing maybe the difference between one hip and the other. And we'll go to the other side. On your next inhale, bringing your right ankle to your left knee. Making sure you're keeping your right foot flexed here, so your foot is engaged. Staying here, or on your next exhale, hinging from your hips and folding forward. Again, only going as far as it feels good for you here in the stretch. Making sure you're listening to your body. Continue breathing here. On your next inhale, slowly walk yourself up. And then as you exhale, slowly unwind your feet. Giving yourself just a moment here, noticing how your hips feel. Now we'll come to a twist. So we're going to turn all the way to the left side of our chair. Keeping our feet nice and flat on the ground and having our knees right over our ankles. Inhale will lift us up. And then as you exhale, rotating towards the back of your chair, grabbing onto the back of your chair for support. If it feels good for you on your next exhale, you can rotate your head to look over your left shoulder. Continue breathing here. Not trying to go too far in your twist. Never straining. On your next exhale, slowly unwind. Coming back to your seated position. And then we'll move over to the right side. Coming for our twist to the right. So again, having your feet nice and flat on the ground. Inhale lifts you up, and then as you exhale, rotating towards the back of your chair. Remember, not going too far in your twist here. Option as you exhale to rotate your head to look over your left shoulder. Or rather your right shoulder. Continue breathing. On your next exhale, slowly unwind. And then turning to the front of your chair. Coming to our last pose. Coming to a ragdoll pose. You're welcome to have your legs hip width apart, or you can bring them just a little bit wider, whichever's more comfortable for you. And we're gonna come into this pose a little slow. It's at the end of our practice here. So we'll start by just coming down on our forearms, on our thighs, just letting our head hang. And maybe you just stay here. Maybe this is where you want to be. If you want to go a little bit further, maybe bringing your hands down to your mat, coming all the way down, just letting your head hang here. Continue breathing, just letting yourself fully relax. On your next inhale, coming up on your fingertips, we're going to lift up halfway. And then as you exhale, folding back down, letting your head hang. Taking a full inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly coming back up. If you could come all the way down, coming up onto your forearms. And then slowly walking yourself back upright. And now we will do our meditation, as I talked about. So this is a meditation that is called Kirtan Kriya, or KK meditation. And It is a 12-minute meditation that you do that through different research, they have found that it improves, has a great impact on cognitive and overall wellness. So hopefully you enjoy it. And I'll explain to you what we'll be doing first. So with this meditation, it is both a mudra, so you use your fingers, and a visualization. And also it's a little bit of singing. So simply put, you're going to be using your fingertips, pressing each finger to your thumb. And as you do that, you will say a little mantra. So you'll go sa, ta, na, ma. You'll do that. So we will start by doing that for 2 minutes out loud, in which you don't have to worry about the timing. I'll let you know when it's time to change. Then we'll do it in a whisper. Then for 4 minutes, we will do it to ourselves. So we'll say it just to yourself as you continue to move your fingers. Then we'll reverse it. So we'll come back to our whisper for 2 more minutes. Then we'll come back to saying it out loud for 2 more minutes, for a total of 12 minutes. The next thing is, as you are pressing your fingertips together and saying these sounds, you want to visualize those sounds coming from the top of your head and out through the middle of your forehead, and keeping your head in a neutral position as you do that, sitting up nice and tall. And there's not so much about the breathing here, just breathe naturally. You don't really have to think about it. So to get started, I will get my timer set here, so that way I can keep track of our time. Okay, so we'll start here. We just begin by pressing each finger to our thumb. So sa, ta, na, ma. You can keep your eyes closed or just soften your gaze, whichever you're more comfortable, and just let your hands rest in your in your lap. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, ma. Now do it in a whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 do it silently. And if you do start to lose focus here, just remember to visualize the sounds that we're making coming from the top of our head and out the middle of your forehead. Now we'll come back to our whisper. So sa, ta, na, ma, 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 we stop. Take an inhale as you bring your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, slowly sweep your arms down. Inhale and exhale here a couple of times. As you take your next inhale, if you close your eyes, slowly blink your eyes back open, bringing our hands together in the center of our chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today. Like I said, this meditation that we did is called Kriya Kuri and are also KK meditation. It's from the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation. There's plenty of these meditations online, so if you really like them, please check them out. And if you have any questions, you can always comment and I will respond. Thank you so much. Goodbye.